The San Diego Prep Insiders Basketball Podcast is powered by Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
I'm going to have to pick Brawley against UC, and I'm going to hear about it.
This is the nuclear bracket right here, man.
Hey, sports fans. I'm excited about this one. Christian Pedersen, a very, very, very tense Tommy Morris, and a somewhat effervescent Aaron Bergen.
Wow.
So look, this is the Division III playoff bracket. This is
also known as Anarchy, Anarchy 68.
No, this is. Look, there's Mad Max. And then there's Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, where Tina Turner's running around just laying waste to post-apocalyptic Australia.
Great reference.
And then there is merging that with the new Mad Max, which is what we've got here.
Yes.
This might as well we might as well have all 8 of these teams meet on a blacktop right now and settle this in just all 8 play at the same time, because there's no making sense of this one anymore, other than the fact that Mount Miguel is still probably the team that's in control of their destiny because of 106 points.
Oof. Yeah.
Oof. Yikes. So let's use that as our jumping off point, and then let's save the reason that this guy is stressed to the very end. That will just draw out that dramatic tension. Mount Miguel. San Dieguito Academy, guys, the #1 seed Mount Miguel, like we said, 106 points versus San Ysidro. Very, very, very impressive. One of the few triple-digit spots I've seen dropped in San Diego this season. So, break down the second matchup, Tommy.
Yeah, Mount Miguel with a break the scoreboard game in the first, and as you said, unfortunately, you can't take those points with you. But the fact they were able to put up that many points in a playoff game, I don't see them stop this offense right now. So, Mount Miguel.
I'm gonna go Mount Miguel, but I'm gonna talk a little bit about this matchup because
Please do.
It's
literally why you have a job.
I got a very interesting DM from a coach, not to be named, who said that he believed.
I believe that's a source of confidentiality.
Yes, a source who mentioned that he believed that the #1 seeds in Division 1, 2, and 3 were all gonna go down on Friday. And I specifically asked about Mount Miguel because they just seem like such a buzzsaw right now, running through everyone. And his explanation was that San Dieguito, they have enough size in the middle that they can counteract with what Mount Miguel brings to the table. They don't start C.J. Jackson; they bring him off the bench, so their starters are actually not very big, and that could give them trouble. And plus, Mount Miguel likes to slow it down, which plays right into San Dieguito Academy's favor. With all that said, I still like Mount Miguel in this game. I think it will be a close game. I think San Dieguito is battle-tested out of that Avocado West. But I'm thinking that the weaponry that Mount Miguel brings right now is, they have advantages at least 2, maybe 3 of the starting positions. And the bench, they completely have the advantage there. So I think that gets them over the top.
Mount Miguel, again.
Amanda, I did already ask you, didn't I? Sorry, I got so lost in the visualizing this battle of listening to your silky smooth voice about what's going on in this game. Look, we've seen a little shades of San Dieguito using their size to beat the likes of a Crawford, to beat the likes of some teams that they played in the Sweetwater tournament earlier this year that also had some size. That I understand the concept behind disrupting with your size, but I just don't see anybody topping Mount Miguel as of yet. The next round matchup, though, that's where I maybe see a problem coming from Mount Miguel, and that is another battle that whoever designed the concept of mascots, pump your brakes on bird schools for the next couple of years.
Birds are like the smallest animal.
Birds and Roman soldiers are the theme in this one.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, there's 2 Roman soldiers in all of the brackets. Where literally Lancer's a dude on a horse with a lance. It's a jouster.
Yeah. You can't be Roman.
The Romans didn't joust, man.
Dark Ages, jousting.
Jousting is more medieval, France, Italy, and England. You take your glove off, you slap him in the back of the face.
Very well read.
Yeah.
Look. A Knight's Tale. Go watch a Knight's.
All right, guys, #4 Hoover play.
Go watch a Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger. That'll fill you in. Right. Olympian, Hoover. Now, guys, this is where I'm saying there might be trouble for that next round at Mount Miguel because these are 2 very interesting teams. Tommy?
Olympian, good win against Mount Carmel in the first round.
Okay. I'm going to go Hoover. 4-5. I think the home crowd really plays a role in this one. These are two fairly evenly matched teams, two teams with physical presences down low. But I like the guard play of Hoover a little bit more than I like Olympian at this point. Chris Modica, Jalen Ginty, Jalen Harrington, we've talked about them, several times on this podcast. They're a very seasoned, experienced group. Olympian counters with sophomore Gio Martinez, freshman Stephen Deutsch, and an assortment of other upperclassmen. But I just think that Hoover's guard play is going to will out this one.
I think the battle comes down to Isaiah Williams versus James Malveaux. Their interior bigs versus their interior bigs.
You don't think they just cancel each other out?
Well, I think I don't think they cancel each other out. I think that the winner of that battle wins the game. I think that one of the two will provide the defining presence to help get the balls back out to those guards. I think that offensive rebounding is where it all comes down to, is whoever holds on to the ball more and gets their shooters more opportunities gets the win here. So I go with Hoover. I go with just a little bit more size and a little bit more aggressiveness and a little bit more ball control. And so that I see Hoover coming out, and then I see Hoover giving Mount Miguel their money's worth as a great game.
That's going to be a fun semifinal.
Speaking of your money's worth, anytime you attend any sporting event at Carlsbad, you get your money's worth because that fan base is loud and proud, and they are going to...
Except for the first opening round playoff game Tuesday, they weren't there.
They were at the water polo game, so that's all I know.
Where they were.
Central, after upsetting Bonita Vista, will be taking on Carlsbad. Guys, do you see this as another opportunity for Central to upset somebody, or is Carlsbad going to hold on?
I will say this, it's always scary. Brawley's in this bracket too. All those teams from the East that we don't get to see very often are generally tougher matchups than you expect because you have no way of game planning for them. There's no way. I'm going to pick Carlsbad, but I would be very, very – I'm nervous about this pick, but I'm going to pick Carlsbad.
I'm going to pick Carlsbad too. Listening back to the tape of what we talked about Division III, Central, I specifically remember saying that was going to be a tough one for Bonita Vista because they grind you out. They shorten the game because, they have these long possessions. And, if they're hitting the shots at the end of those possessions, it's demoralizing for a defense because it's like you play 32, 33 seconds of great defense and then they get that shot. And I saw it, against San Diego earlier this year when I saw Central play. I think that this Carlsbad team, however, is playing at such a hot clip right now. Yeah. This is one of the teams that I think gives Mount Miguel its best shot remaining in the bracket, of course, because I thought RBV was going to be there, but we'll get to that later. But Central, like what Tommy said, my confidence level is not as high with the other picks, but I'm still going to pick Carlsbad.
I'm going to agree with you and make it a clean sweep of us picking in favor of Carlsbad. I think that, you look at teams, like you said, that grind it out, that slow it down, that play a long possession, and Carlsbad has won some games that have not particularly been very high scoring this season. Or pretty. So I think that they are one team that is ready to handle that. I think that they're a team that is ready to battle that out. One thing that might not be ready to handle that is the emotional burden that this next game puts on Tommy Morris. Brawley playing University City. First off, let's just talk about the fact that University City authored the biggest upset in the first round of the playoffs of 15-2. We were very, very wrong about that as they took down Rancho Buena Vista. So general, just congratulations and shout out to University City. Though if you are to believe Davion Faber's Twitter, that this is the last time that we will ever see head nor tails of the UC basketball team as they are off to the desert, never to return. Hashtag never to return. So I'll let you exert your authority. Do you want to go first? Or do you want to go last on this?
I'll go first. I'll get it out of the way. Okay, first of all, congratulations to University City. I just want to reiterate that point. Great win. Can't not pick Brawley here. It's a tough trip. I'm never picking against Brawley again, so there's that too. Good luck out there, guys.
I'm going to pick Brawley too. Again, I will chime in with my kudos to UC because it wasn't just a win. I mean, they really dominated that game. I mean, they were up 15 in the fourth quarter before winning by 10. I mean, that's as thorough as it gets. UC is a team that when they're clicking on all five cylinders, they're a dark horse in this bracket. They've got the size with Casey Grandforth in the middle. They've got a very, very underrated scorer in Justin Anderson, the senior. He's
on the SDPI watch list last year. He's not underrated. We appreciate him.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We appreciate him here too. But I think regionally he kind of hovers under the radar. The issue that they have at times is the guard play can be inconsistent. They just have a litany of guys that kind of come in and, they play for 5 minutes and then they're subbed out. And, there hasn't been a lot of consistency at that point guard spot. If they get it, they can, they prove against Rancho Buena Vista that they can do it. But
so give me your pick.
Oh yeah.
Give me the pick.
You mean you like how it took you 40 minutes to get to the Hoover pick?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. I'm picking Brawley. I mean, this is a team. No. This is a team that has been there before. They've been in 2 straight championship games. They lost that one to Mission Vista, led by Burke Twyman, and then they turned around and won the Division IV title against Olympian last year. Jonathan Zarate has been here.
One of the more dominant finals performances we've ever seen.
They smacked him.
Yeah.
And Coach Jeff Deo has been here, so I cannot pick against him at this point.
Last year, I pushed all the chips in the middle on a 14 seed named Hilltop. This year, I'm pushing all the chips in on a 15 seed named University City.
I like it.
And this
That's
is coming.
why you wanted me to get done.
And this is coming from somebody that got kicked out of that gym in high school for my aggressive cheering against University City. So I'm reaching across party lines. I'm going to go ahead and say that I like upsets. And I have said that I don't like number 1 teams being upset, but I will pick with some confidence lower down there. And this to me just
7-15 is
it's an upset, but it's in the realm of doable when you have, and I might sound just absolutely out of my depth on this one, but using that by association, RBV to me showed everything that they need to know when they beat San Marcos. So this is a UC team that I'm not going to say by proxy beat San Marcos, but they by proxy beat a team that has proven themselves against enough talent that I think that that the kernel is there. Like you said, it's inconsistent. It's this, that, or the other. But you shorten that all down to the postseason, and you get someone like Casey Granfors on a good night. That's game, baby. You see on to the next round.
Nice.
So look forward to having to shut down my Twitter and the 2 of them proving me wrong. Guys, we will see you Monday-ish.
Yeah, Monday-ish. Yeah.
Monday-ish, Tuesday-ish, Wednesday-ish, some point on that. That's it for our Division 3. Stick around for all the other brackets, and thank you very much for watching.